I'm Christy, expert homestager, dream room designer, and Airbnb superhost. And on this episode, I am going to share with you the two big mistakes that you are making when purchasing furniture. Now, these two mistakes are super common, almost always across the board. When I'm going in to meet with a client that wants to hire us to come in and help with design services, a lot of time they've already started the process and then they're stuck. And a lot of times they're stuck because they have gone out and made purchases, sometimes small purchases, accessories and things, but a lot of times furniture purchases, and then they're kind of stuck because they don't know what to do. Because either the furniture pieces are not the right color, they're not the right style, they're not the right size, and then we end up having to work around those pieces that may not be ideal. But you can avoid that mistake by not making these two mistakes when you purchase your next furniture package for the room that you are going to make over. All right, first big mistake is purchasing without a floor plan layout. So what I mean is you go to purchase items because maybe you have an empty living room and you're like, I want to do something new in here. So I'm going to go to the furniture store and I'm going to look for a couch, and oh, those matching chairs are nice, I like those. And oh, there's some matching tables, and there's two side tables and a coffee table, and then there's another table, a console table, that's really cute, that all goes with the set. So I'm going to purchase all of that. And doing that without beforehand walking in with a list of what do I actually need. Yes, I do need a couch. Yes, I don't need two chairs. I really just need one chair. And maybe I only have room for one end table, not two. So you've got to have a plan beforehand. So go in your room and spend some time there. Look at your space. Kind of look at your, what your potential best ideal layout is, and determine what furniture pieces are going to go where, so that you have a list, so that when you go into the store, you know exactly what you need to buy, so that you are not over purchasing things that then you just have to fit somewhere that ends up not looking great and you just spend a lot of money. Okay, so that's the first thing, is don't go without a floor plan layout and basically a furniture list. Okay, the second thing is super, super important. And I would dare to say probably 9 out of 10 times, and maybe even 10 out of 10 times, people don't do this. They do not measure for the furniture that they need. If you are going to go to the furniture store and you're going to go buy a couch, most people maybe don't even realize that couch sizes vary that much. Does it really make a big difference? But it does. So before you go, you need to get out your measuring tape and map out whatever you have mapped your floor plan out and see what size couch you need. Get a range. Like, I could get a couch between 74 and 85, or I can get a couch up to 92 inches, whatever it is, and make sure that you are documenting those measurements, and that you are documenting the width, and that you are documenting the height. You may not think the height matters, but it does. And then if you're like, okay, well, I need to buy a chair, you need to do the same exact thing. You need to measure where the chair is going to go, because before you go shopping, you need to know where that chair is going in your room. Super important. So you're going to measure the space, and you're going to get the minimum and maximum dimensions of that chair. And you're going to do the same thing for all the other pieces in the room. For any of the tables, especially for the rugs, but that's for a whole nother conversation. And you're going to make sure that you take those measurements with you. That is going to make things so much easier for you, because if you haven't noticed, there are a lot of furniture choices when you go shopping for furniture, especially when you're doing it online. You've just got a huge, opportunity of so many different choices. If you have those measurements, that is going to narrow down the options that you have, which is really going to be helpful to you. So rather than picking between 1,000 couches, you're going to be picking between maybe 500, because all the other ones are too small or too big. So that's really going to help you in narrowing your options and making really good choices. So make sure before you go that you map out a plan of where your furniture is going and what specific pieces you need, And then make sure you measure those spaces, and make sure you take your measuring tape with you when you go shopping so that you can be confident in the choices that you are making. And if you are more of a visual person, you can always get some painter's tape and actually tape out those pieces of furniture on your floor so that you can visualize and figure out what the best floor plan arrangement is. And if you will stop making those two big mistakes, you will save yourself a lot of heartache and a lot of buyer's remorse, and you will hopefully be happy with your choices once all of your new furniture arrives in your room. So I really hope that's helpful. Join me next time for the next episode of The Quick Fix.